I decided to give Torchlight 3 another go in 2021. Check out the new Snow and Steam update and this is what I found. Hey everyone, Thyworm here, giving you my opinion on Torchlight 3 after spending another 25 hours with the game. I decided to replay the campaign and start a new character. This time a poison-based minion sharpshooter, and that choice turned out rather well. I played on normal difficulty because, as you know, streamers and YouTubers aren't allowed to play anything beyond that, and I quite enjoyed the campaign really. The game damage mechanics still revolve completely around weapon damage, as all skills scale with weapon damage. So despite me being a sharpshooter, I fairly often just run around with sword and shield because my skills work regardless of weapon type, and blocking in endgame is pretty strong. It makes the whole idea of class identity less powerful for sure, which is a shame because Torchlight 3 has original class design. The pacing in the campaign is very well done these days. You're leveling rather quickly, you're not backtracking a lot, your own level is usually in line with the level requirements of the zones you're in. The zones themselves offer a nice variety, at least in terms of level design, enemies and aesthetics. The game progresses smoothly while introducing you to the different elements it has to offer. And by different elements, I mean building a fort. You get more powerful throughout the 3 acts. Story and voice acting are still lackluster, but the loot and overall character progression keep you going and reward you for playing the game. The Snow and Steam update in particular added some flavor to the loot pool with winter-based outfits, but also loot in general is much more varied than around launch. Items now give bonuses to skills, which allows you to spend skill points somewhere else and thus diversify your build a little bit. I dropped a legendary fairly often, which then bumped up the damage of some abilities, and I immediately felt a bit more powerful. It's a well-designed gameplay loop that lasts all the way until the final boss of the campaign, and then for some reason progression and loot is nerfed an awful lot. Hardly any legendaries drop anymore, and I played until the 40th challenge level in Vizier. I could keep going, but I don't really see a point. And that brings me to endgame, and to the question how endgame was actually designed. Fortunately, we have the ARPG legend himself, the man who tried to patent those 4 letters, creator of an entire genre, none other than Max Schaefer, who in a rare audio recording explained to his minions how endgame was going to be. So, Max, hey, we have a problem. Our players reached endgame, they're all standing in town and there's nothing to do. What are we supposed to do? Give us your godly vision for endgame. We have Mapworks, right? We do, Max, but no one likes Mapworks. It's boring, it's repetitive, the loot sucks, there's no challenge. So they want something different, huh? I know what we can do. We can do Vizier's Dungeon. Okay, yeah, and how is it different from Mapworks? It's not different. It's the same. But Max, no, hear me out. I got a great idea. I mean, I designed Diablo 2 after all. I know what I'm talking about here. We just do Mapworks, but we put a genie in between to talk to, and then the genie offers the Mapworks to the player. We then give the players the illusion of choice. They have to pick a card with a buff and curse, but it won't matter because we still give monsters all sorts of random crappy effects anyway. Players don't progress, but we make sure they feel they're progressing, so we just put a number on every new level and scale everything by, let's say, 5%. Trust me on this, no one will notice. We just call this a different endgame system apart from Mapworks. And Sir Max, what about the challenge? This is the best part. Only an action RPG hack and slash legend can come up with this one. In order to increase the challenge, we're going to do something revolutionary. First off, on occasion, we just blur the entire screen so no one can see anything but the UI. That should make it pretty tough. Then we design the levels in such a way that we have massive objects in the map completely blocking the view of the player, so you can't see anything but the silhouettes. Make sure they can't see AoE and poison bombs. Talking about AoE effects, I want you guys to get as much color, saturation, particle effects and other crap in there, so combat becomes a total shit show, okay? We need to make sure no one has any idea what's going on when in combat. You thought PoE was bad? No, meet TL3, guys. When we got this in place, let's create a bunch of spawn on death effects that instantly kill players to add to the challenge. And finally, and this is my best idea since inventory charms, we're going to make sure that every now and then we just don't drop all of the required quest items to progress through the map works. We give players a quest to collect 12 items, but we spawn only 10 of them. Or we make sure that we don't spawn enough enemies in the map works, so that players are stuck at killing 99% Netherrim, and they're going to scour the entire level and loot every crate, walk to every nook and cranny, destroy all objects, but they can never complete it because we hard-coded that 99% in the source. Trust me on this. This is what the game needs right now. Welcome to Endgame. I hope you enjoyed the video, ladies and gents. Thanks for watching and making it to the end. See you soon. Bye bye.